Alright, y'all. Today I'm gonna be talking about the Expanse, the Eternity section, the solar part. But from the rank 2 right here. From the rank 2, right? Right. Yo, what is that noise, bro?
That's what you get for trying to flex.
Sorry, baby, I just don't know the words.
Alright, bro. This is what I get for having creative freedom, but I know everyone's running the clips right now, but I ended up getting T6 Ning Fei, so I really wanted to make this Expanse video for y'all. Also, I have no Destiny Rising friends, so if I wanted to run it anyways, I literally couldn't. Unfortunate. I do feel like a major part for this is the Mama Yuri and T1 Ning Fei for the extra clone. Big help. Also, the starting section, you're always going to get Venom Assault, so I'm going to just let it play out until we get to our next choice. Actually, one more funny part before I get super serious about the video. If you had to guess what would happen next, what would your guess be? Well, for the tiny portion of people who watched my first video, we got our sponsor back! Me, with the high quality production Microsoft Paint images. As I slowly take my time to edit this in, I usually go for Venom Burst second because anytime you proc your ability on an enemy that's poisoned, it'll increase your attack speed, which means you shoot faster. If I'm wrong about this, please let me know down in the comments. The second gift of the night I go for is Quick Shot because the Ogre is absurdly tanky on the third stage. The next one I try to go for is Sustained Spread. I'll explain it when we get to those portions later. So here I select my Venom Burst, right? And you just go about this stage normally. Honestly, the biggest issue is solar shields, but this bow is so good that they kind of don't matter on enemies like this. And Venom Burst is proccing because my clones are hitting poison enemies, which counts as an ability hitting poison targets, which increases my attack speed. The scariest thing happened during this run. We didn't get a gift that we wanted, but that's okay. It's okay. We learn and we adapt. So here I ended up going with Concentration because personally I think that was the next best option that I had on here. And I never give up my runs. I will never reset when I have a bad run. Okay, bro, I call this the infamous stage 3 because why is this Ogre at the end so tanky? Also, I want to note that you can entirely skip this Ogre Shinka right here. You do not have to mess with that. After getting rid of this, I come over here and I slam so I can get one of my clone procs back right away, and so I can have two prepared for this final part. Right here, you want to try to have your slam saved up and your two clones because this Ogre, I promise you, is the worst thing. And now this is where the pay to win increases your speed. If you have T6, you can shred the rest of the shield and get the Ogre to about 2/3 of its HP. It's not going to be the same for everyone, but this is just how I go about this third stage. This was actually the fastest I cleared it. Before, on the rank 2 run, I cleared it in like a minute 27. When you clear bosses in Expanse, you get an upgrade for one of your gifts. Here, I decided to go with Venom Burst. I don't know if there's a better option, so that's what I decided to go with. I just want to say, when there are these Shriekers, eyeballs, whatever you call them, please get rid of them. For the life of you, if you leave them, they will shred you, no matter who you are. Actually, maybe if you're like Jolder, Tantu, or Gwen, or just get rid of them. Alright, good news. We actually ended up getting Quick Shot in this run, which is what I went with. Dude, if you get Quick Shot and Venom Burst, I promise you, your screen will lag. Well, maybe it's just my device, but like, bro, it makes my whole PC like discombobulated. And for this level, I end up clearing all the ads before I actually take care of the wizard. Now for this, I was low-key confused, I'm not gonna lie. Honestly, I chose Venom Eruption. A smarter choice might have been Mag Expansion because since we're building towards fire rate, having more ammo, you would produce more damage from that. Now starting the second elite stage, or boss stage, however you want to call it. And here we got more budget, the budget being my time. But pretty much, you only need to kill the knight on the left because I'm pretty sure the knight on the left holds the orb. And after you get that, you can throw it and then go down to the second floor. Now for the second floor, 2 wizards spawn. And when you get both of them down, you'll get the 2 orbs that you need to be able to go down. Whoa, 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 is that a subscribe and a like button? Please make sure to subscribe and leave a like if you're enjoying the content. We broke 100 subs and I am honestly ecstatic about it. I appreciate every single one of y'all and I plan to keep doing this. Now getting to the 3rd floor, this is where the area damage Gift of the Nine would come in handy if you could aggro all of them towards the Shinka. Because then you would manage to damage all of them at once and finish the stage really fast. But up until this part, I still haven't gotten that yet, but I do end up getting it later. So here I have 3 options to either upgrade Concentration, Venom Burst, or Venom Eruption. I think about Concentration, but I end up going with the Venom Eruption. Honestly, looking back at this, I think Concentration would have been the smarter play to go for. So for the start of this level, I try to clear all the ads first so I don't have to worry about them at the end. And then I go for the Hex Guard at the end. As you see, I kind of fail. I need to clear up the ads after anyways. It was really unfortunate and a bit of a time loss. And this far into the run, even after my troubles, I'm not rewarded with sustained spread. Like, I don't get sustained spread. Why won't this game give me sustained spread? Don't worry, I ended up going with Venom Miasma here. And for this room, I try to do the same thing by clearing all the ads first, and then dealing with the Hex Guard at the end. Unfortunately, I fail again, and that's also a bit of a time loss, but it's all good. I would spoil this, but I'm just gonna let the clip play for itself. We actually managed to get sustained spread at the very end. Going to this final room, you can skip this whole first encounter with the elite combatants by just jumping up top. I use this method for Ning Fei because I think that's the fastest way you could do it to save the most time, and then I save a clone to dash to the very last platform. Remember that sustained spread guy that we got? That's gonna let you slap these funny guys around as much as you want. So I get rid of the Shinka Ogre first right away. That guy can actually end you. It could end the run entirely. And right here, if you can get the Hex Guards close enough to each other, then you can get the sustained spread to proc. And I also encountered a funny bug after this that my submachine gun would show that I ran out of ammo, but on the bottom left, it'd show that I'd have like 13 bullets left. I was really confused by this, and honestly, that caused me to lose a little bit of time, but you know, it's okay. It's all in the love of the game, right? Entering this final upgrade room, I get the options between Concentration, Venom Miasma, and Venom Eruption. For this one, I'm pretty sure I go for Concentration here. I become a smart person and choose the one I should have chosen beforehand. A little unfortunate. I would have preferred Sustained Spread, with the upgrade being every second shot deals damage to targets in a 13-meter radius, but I didn't get that here, unfortunately. I do think the way to make this faster is if you were to get Sustained Spread fully maxed out by the end of this, because that would cause every bullet you shoot to spread out to enemies in a 15-meter radius, causing these Hex Guards to no longer exist. Since I didn't have Sustained Spread fully leveled up, I would try my best to shoot the Hex Guards evenly so the damage is spread out amongst them and they all die around the same time. Here at the end, I had very limited ammo, but I needed to make sure my shots would damage them evenly enough so they would all die around the same time here at the end as well. And for this, I had no more power ammo. Yeah, I picked some up right there, but I did not notice that while playing. So I try to wait for my slam to come back so I could debuff the boss with corruption, so I do more damage to the boss, and that's how I ended up finishing it off. And as you can see, this run took around 5 minutes and 17 seconds, which is still currently faster than the third place time, which is a tan 2. A tan 2? Which is honestly insane. Props to them. I gotta give it to them. Showing off the leaderboard one final time. And I also want to give a big thanks to all of you for sticking around to the end of this video. If you have any questions, leave a comment. I will be sure to answer. Thank you and have a good one.